Hello, welcome back to PAX Australia 2015. My name is Ewan and we're here today to talk everything Twitch. Riddle me this, what's Twitch up to in Australia at the moment? What can Australians look forward to with everything Twitch related?
Yeah, great. So there's a lot of things happening here at the Twitch booth here at PAX Australia. Probably the first thing that you'll notice is that we have an official booth here. This is great because it's the first time we've ever had one here. And what that enables us to do is to really meet with our community, so we're excited about that. The other thing is we actually did our first Twitch town hall here at PAX, and what that is, it gives us an opportunity to do two things. One, we did our State of the Union address about what's happening in Australia, and we have an open mic section where we're enabled the community to come and ask questions, and it's no moderation, no filters. They're able to say, here's what I'd like to see, here's what I'd like you to think about, and it's great because we listen to the community. That's how we determine what new features, what new things we're going to do for the site.
Sure.
The other thing that we're doing here is we're also looking for people to bring on staff here. We're growing our partnership team so we can start onboarding more people here, have people local who can help with the community. And probably the most important thing we're doing is that it's no secret that the internet here is not what it could be. So we just announced that we're rolling out a new data center this week that's going to improve infrastructure. It's going to bring better quality of service for both viewers and broadcasters. So hopefully the community will rejoice when that gets rolled out.
Has it surprised you that Australia being a relatively small nation in comparison to, say, the States, has it surprised you that there is such a strong community here and so much passion for streaming?
I don't know if I'd say I was surprised. I mean, you guys are definitely hitting above its weight in terms of its fast-growing community. But we felt that every country we go to, there's been I think it's a lot to do with the video game age. Like, gamers are everywhere, and wherever you find games, you find communities. And the great thing about Twitch is really shining a spotlight on all of them. But Australia is definitely different in the sense that when I'm here at PAX, everybody in the community seems to know each other. Whereas when I'm at events in, say, the US, you have people from all different coasts who are just meeting people for the first time. And so it's really cool to see that kind of strength of community here, because to be successful on Twitch, community is the most important thing. Because if you can work with other broadcasters, get their viewership over to your channel and share your viewers with them, that's really going to raise the bar for everybody.
Exactly, yeah. So tell us a little bit about your most recent announcement, Twitch Creative, and supporting or catering for platforms which are a little outside the sort of gaming genre. How exciting is this for you, and what we Australians look forward to?
Yeah, so Twitch Creative is an extension of we already had a category called Creative, which really grew out of the fact that we had a lot of gamers who actually started doing game-related fan art. And this way, and they became passionate about it, and they actually started seeing more and more of it. And it got so big that we couldn't ignore it, where we said, we need to give this community more support. We need to give them their own place to have a bigger voice. And so much like it was with the start of Twitch, Twitch started off where we didn't know, before Twitch existed, it was a broad streaming site where there's all different types of content, and video games were growing organically on its own and really got too big to ignore. And the same thing happened with art on Twitch. And so now with the new Twitch Creative, we're giving it's going to have its own window. So when you go to that page, you'll have its own promotional player and a carousel. So there will be better means of discovery for the talented art that's there. There's also a new hashtag system, so people can hashtag their broadcasts, like, let's say, glass art or oil painting. So if somebody's doing types of art that spans more than one genre, they have ways of coding it and easier ways for other people to find it.
Yeah. I've noticed an increasing trend in chat shows kind of emerging on Twitch. Is that something that you'll be exploring as part of this creative idea, or is that something else entirely, do you feel?
Wait, what do you mean? Like talk shows?
Yeah, kind of talk show kind of things, yeah.
We actually do have a channel for talk shows, but you have to understand that talk shows are, the way Twitch exists is that it's geared towards video game content.
Yeah.
So we have a talk show category, but it's geared towards people doing talk shows that relate to gaming. If you're talking about something outside of gaming, that's not something in the works, but the way Twitch looks at what type of content we have is pretty much what the community tells us they want.
Sure.
So if at some point the community is vocal enough that we need to have talk shows that aren't just about gaming, then we might say, well, we should look into this. But at this point, right now, that's the biggest voice we've heard so far is for creative, so we really want to embrace that.
Fantastic. And then finally, Twitch has done a good job at fending off competition so far from some pretty big names. What sort of direction is it forward? How are you going to continue to keep at the forefront of the streaming industry?
The thing about competition is it's not that we're not cognizant that they exist, but we don't actually look to the competition to dictate what we're going to do.
Sure.
We actually listen to our community. So if the community says, hey, we want HTML5, we want video upload, then that's what we're going to focus on. We don't say, hey, this site has this feature, we should actually implement that feature as well. We actually listen solely to the community to help guide us.
Cool, fantastic. Thank you very much, Chase. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Cool.
For everything else, PAX Australia, stay tuned.